Imagination. You've heard that word all your life. How's your imagination? You got one? Really? How do you know? I bet you say, I don't have an imagination. Just like say, I can't draw. Well, of course you have an imagination. Do you ever have a dream? Well, where did that picture come from? Well, it's in there. How did it get in there? It's an image, isn't it? So you're imaging naturally all the time. The question is, are you taking that image that's in there and doing anything with it? Because that's imagination. That's doing something with the imagery. So we all image, and sometimes we even get, you know what clairvoyance is? That's when you get an idea from some, you don't know where it came from because you've never seen it even before. But you have it, and you saw it in your brain, and if you, by the way, will take a minute and learn how to draw, you can probably get that down on a piece of paper. At least you can describe it. I mean, writers have as much ways to use their images as do painters. Musicians have just as many ways to use the music they hear. The trick is, can you either get it down, or can you do something when it's in your head? The difference that I'm getting to here is when you can start to take an image in your mind and build something with it, move it around, add something to it, then you have an imagination. And that's just a matter of doing it. And if you want to make sure you're doing it, then you make a little quick sketch of what you've created in some combination in your head, and that's how you give it to the world. Or you write musical notation to it, and that's how you give it to the world. Or you start the first paragraph of your next writing and you give it to the world, because if when you're writing you can't see that scene, you're going to have an awful hard time giving it to your readers. The sun set so softly for a change, and the color was tangerine deep, and the light was coming from behind it. Now, the only reason I can say that is because I'm looking at the picture, it's in my head. So, I think you darn well do have an imagination, and all I'm saying is, think about this, watch the tape again if you need to, and
practice.